Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Minecraft on the Mindcrack Fan Server. Alright. So, what are we doing today? Well, I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be doing and building in this place for the next several parts. And I gotta fix up some of these rooms, because, well, one thing is, I like this design that, Pimpin' Panda, I think he came into my house and started trolling me, and he decided to start digging all this out, so I'm like, you know what? F you, dude, F you. So I'm like, wait, this actually looks pretty cool, so I have gold over here, and thanks to my friend, Mr. Bobo, I got diamond. The only thing I need is probably Lupus over here, because I love that design. So I have diamonds here. If anybody steals them, I'm killing them and stealing all of their diamond stuff. I don't care if it's 11 diamond, I'm still stealing all your diamonds. But I still haven't organized this place. That's something I'm going to do as soon as I can. Now, one thing that I have to do is I have to basically clear out another area down here for which I'm going to build. I'm going to build probably different farms down here, probably a wheat farm, pumpkin, melon farm, and probably potions down here. Almost died. Exactly. He didn't die. What the fuck was that? What happened again? Why does it always happen to me? Why does it always happen to me? Anyways, you've seen this place before. This place isn't interesting. Not at all. But the next area, this is kind of interesting. I mean, you saw it before, but what's this? What's this? What's all this? And look, creeper face. I will now show you the amazing thing that I did. Well, not really amazing, but I consider it amazing. So suck it. This is what I did with my house. So, what I did is I decided to start expanding this outward so it can go all the way to sky level. Yep. Squeaky chair, squeaky. And so's my neck. Well, that's not really squeaky, but it cracks. You get what I know. You get what I say? Huh? Yum, bread. Anyways, what I'm going to be doing is I'm basically going to expand this all the way to the sky, which is going to be a fuck ton of blocks. Not a shit ton, a fuck ton. Because I have to give a fuck in order to get all of the blocks. And I'm definitely going to beat him. Like, look at how close I am. Ooh, menacing, and just look at that texture. Wood is weird on the ground. Ooh. I don't know why I'm doing that. But it's going to take forever to build this. By the time I'm done with my tower, I will be a very old man. That, or I have an extremely amount of time to kill, and I would end up being like neighbors from the Mindcrack server. Except I don't steal anything, I build all my shit my own. But I'm not going to be building that today because I think you guys have seen too much building. I don't like to do a lot of building too much because I think it just takes away from just the fun of it. Sometimes it's just like, you can't always build. You can't always build. I mean, it's fun, but it's not the best fun ever. Did I just say phone, but in a weird way? It's the best fun ever. Fun. Fun. Okay, I need to put my shit somewhere. Oh, and this, I'm collecting wool because I want to put banners in the main room of my house. Alright, I do need this. Basically, I don't need a lot of this shit. I'm just placing here for right now. I'll take that. I will combine these. Always take ender pearls with you. I'll take sticks. I'll take half this stack of wood. How's my armor looking, by the way? Kind of shitty. It doesn't matter. It's not like we're going away for long. And I guess I should take some spoils of war. And by spoils of war, I mean some iron. I should make a shovel. And I should have enough for a backup. And enough for a iron pick if I need one. Okay. And you're like, why don't you take a diamond pick? Because that would be efficient, wouldn't it? So yeah, I'm not going to be making that. Okay, iron ignits. Ignots, or I don't know. I can't pronounce the word. Alright. Let us go find something to do. Actually, what I want to do is I want to go over to Mr. Bobo's village that I'm a part of, but I don't go over there because I don't have enough time because I'm trying to build and I'm trying to brainstorm building this place. And it looks interesting from the outside. I made a joke earlier how this thing looks like it's a frickin' satellite. My house is medieval. Also, it has a giant satellite dish on the top of the tower. Look at it. It looks like a fucking satellite dish. Meh. I know it's just going to take a shit ton of cobble, a shit ton of smooth stone, and just a shit ton of shit. It's just going to take forever. But I mean, that's what I deal with. Who's on again? Monkey DK. Okay. Just a normal crowd during the day. During the night, it's mostly guys, for whatever reason. Okay. So we have to head through the nether and... What the fuck was that? That was weird. See, this is what happens when you leave your TV on, people. When you're watching TV with no sound, things are just very strange and, like, seem like something that goes in a psychotic person's brain. For example, I just saw a bear on the screen and then it turned around and then it was a dude in a bear suit. I'm like... Bear suit man? Bear suit man. What's my volume at? Let's turn it down a bit. Okay. Okay, let's push this back. And let's go! So this is the path to get to Mr. Bobo's village. Now, if anybody is familiar with the series, both the anime or the manga series Naruto, which everybody be like, ugh. It's just like, yes, his village is based on the Leaf Village from the Naruto series. And why do I know that? Because I read the series. I don't think it's the best series. It's a decent series. But I mean, that's what I read when it comes to manga. Now, actually, I've never really talked about stuff like that. I don't really like talking about my personal life all too often. Okay, thank you very much. Mostly what I like to talk about is... One sec. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, that was very awkward. Where the hell's my house? This is Devin's. I think mine's on the other side of town. And Shrews. Yeah, this is my house. You guarding my house, buddy? Yeah, he's guarding my house. He's a bro. He understands what the fuck's going on. But, what am I trying to remember? Okay, so I generally check in. Cows. Cowpen. Please do not kill. Well, you said not to, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Hey! Get the fuck back in there. Let's get away from all the moon, because it's slowly starting to annoy the crap out of me. Ooh. Wait, is this a chicken farm? Where are all the chickens? I hear chickens, but I don't see them. Chickens. Dude, you gotta fix the stairs. Because there seems to be a lack of none of them. Oh wait, are they all in this? I should have guessed. But anyways, what I was trying to say earlier is, I don't really talk about much about my personal life. I'm the kind of nerdy person that reads Japanese manga, but I mean, like, that's my kind of thing that I like to read. Are you kidding me? This is... I know what this is. This looks ridiculous. Where's the killing floor? Bobo's mob tower. Not that great. Good to know. I heard a creeper. I didn't see one. Huh. Not much to go on the village so far. I mean, it looks pretty decent so far. But, as I was going into, I just keep getting sidetracked. Ugh, okay. So anyways, I usually read Japanese manga because it's, I don't know, I grew up with anime, I grew up with Dragon Ball Z, I grew up with basically animes in general before I was actually introduced to, like, comic books, superheroes, and stuff like that. I mean, when I was a kid, the only series that I really watched was Batman the Animated Series or the Justice League, but that never really interested me that much. Now, the reason why anime was more prevalent back then is because, well, there was stuff, I was introduced, I think my first anime would be, I think it was Pokemon. The first series I ever watched that was anime was Pokemon. And then I got introduced to Digimon, and then Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, and just lag, you know, all of the anime series. But it's just, after a while, God, this thing is just lagging like hell. If I look, it doesn't lag when I look this way, but when I look this way, it lags. You know what? I'm just going to face away. Just going to face away. Am I done yet? Nope. But I just watched them in general because I thought it was... Oh, I'm done. Okay. Push. There you go. Anyways. Now, that's how I was when I was a kid. And then I learned about manga, actually, because of Naruto. And I'm just like, oh my god, I have to read it now. And I read it, and there was a lot more details in the actual manga itself, and I was just like, this is incredible, I love it. And so I started reading series like that, then I read series like Bleach, One Piece, stuff like that, just the more known manga and stuff like that in general. But then I found more obscured manga, well, not really obscured now, but it was pretty obscure for its time, was like Groove Rave Adventure or Rave Master was one of the mangas that I loved reading, and I consider to be my favorite series of all time. Because it was one series that I could just get into because of the swords fighting, and it just, to me, it felt like a, how to explain it, It felt kind of like the Legend of Zelda series to me. It just felt like one of those quests that was more like a Legend of Zelda series. And to me, I guess that appealed to me. I'm not going back to my house. I'm just going to be running around town while I talk. Yeah, well, that's interesting. Why don't you just build something? You know, fine. Fine, I'm going to build something. I'm going to build something. But I don't know. It was one of those series that really interested me when I was younger because of the way it appealed and how it progressed. It seemed more like an adventure. Like, with mangas like Naruto, they are an adventure, but they just don't have the same appeal as, say, is that all the stone blocks again? Yep. Okay. It didn't have the same appeal to me as just an adventure story. It didn't feel like they were on an adventure so much on a grand scale. It felt more like, okay, we're going to do this today. We're going to fight so-and-so. Well, as Rave Master, I felt like, well, we're going to travel around the entire world. We have to do this epic adventure. We have to find this thing. And if we find it, we're going to save the world. In most animes, don't really take that pace generally nowadays. Generally, what their pace is kind of more of, they stay in the general same location the entire time, and then they're like, oh, hey, let's go out for an adventure and let's do some shit. Okay, that sounds fun. Blah. And it just, it did not appeal to me. And that, in the same setting. Alright, I don't think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave basically this open so I can build some, whatchamacallit, glass. I'll leave that there for now. Anyways, it just, I like the Naruto series. I'm thinking it's finally, it's near the end, it's near its peak, but it's just not like an adventure series that just appeals to me as much as it should. I mean, give or take, I like it, but it just doesn't have the same appeal as an adventure story. I mean, that's why I like, excuse me, the writer of Rave Master. Also, he's pretty popular now. I'm thinking once Naruto goes out, his manga series is probably going to be one of the big three, which, if anybody doesn't know, the big three are basically the top mangas of the world currently. The creme de la creme, the top of the top, the best of the best, basically. And one of his, he does Fairy Tail, which is, at first I was not appealed by it, because I'm just like, I can't really like it, because I felt like it was made by the same guy, but I'm just like, I don't know, like, the last story he had was great, and there's just nothing that can just do as great as this story. And then I'm reading, and I'm like, you know, I don't know what I was thinking. This is not a bad story. I really like it, and I think once Naruto goes, which will probably be like within a year or two, that's what I'm thinking. It's probably going to be the next manga. It's going to be the manga that's going to take, and it's going to be the best, well, not necessarily the best, but it's going to be one of the top three. Bleach was descending for a while, and it's finally coming back up with all of this. It's just starting to appeal to a broader audience again, and it's starting to become more interesting. Like, previously, it was just like, oh, just drawn out, blah blah blah, but now it seems really interesting, just taking a dramatic twist. I don't know what Kubo's doing, but it's just like, Kubo, keep up the good work. And then we have One Piece. I don't really read One Piece as often as I should, because a lot of people love it, but to me, it just does not, I don't know, it's an adventure story, but it just gets kind of crazy and out of hand sometimes. I'm just like, I drift away because it just gets too insane for me. I'm just like, I love the adventure part of the story, but it's too out there sometimes for me. And then a lot of people are like, but you play Zelda games. Shut up. I can't really say anything. It's a difference of opinion. I didn't feel as though Rave Master was too far out there. I mean, it was great in the fact that it went out there, but at the same time, it appealed to all audiences without just going too crazy. I mean, Haru, all he used was a sword that had the ability to change its abilities. That's it. That's a pretty basic character. That's the equivalence. That's why I like it. It's the equivalence of Link. I mean, he's a hero that had a magical sword, and all he had was different items that had different abilities that were more, not necessarily magical, some were just more mechanical than others. And he used what he had and just kicked ass. I mean, the only thing he really had was magic, was mostly his arrows and some other equipment that he had, but other than that, he fought with just pure strength and determination in order to get better and get stronger. And I think that's what appeals to me more about the Zelda series, is the fact that Link doesn't have all these super magical abilities all the time. He uses what he got. He uses what he has to his disposal, which is a sword and a shield, and he just does what he does. He doesn't give up, and he continues to fight, even though it seems like a hopeless battle. I mean, look at how many times he's fought Ganondorf and it seemed kind of hopeless. Well, actually, most times I don't consider the final boss with Ganondorf hopeless, because at that point, Link is just so overpowered. He's just like, fuck you, get out of my town, I'm gonna kick your ass and take it back and save Hyrule, get the fudge out. The only battle that seemed hopeless, at least for me, there are a few Zelda battles, would be, the final boss in Spirit Tracks seemed hopeless because the supposed enemy was a fucking immortal. Well, so was Ganondorf. But I mean, this guy was... You could keep hitting him and he would not die until after Zelda and... Well, I'm actually doing spoilers right here. Until Zelda actually teamed up with Link and they did a duet song that actually saved the entire world and actually made the final boss have a weakness. And what is another Zelda game where the final boss seemed hopeless? Maybe a little with Ganondorf in Wind Waker, but other than that, it wasn't like a perilous fight. At that point, Link was strong enough to defend himself and actually progress through where he could handle his own. I mean, look at the Mize battle. The Mize battle was supposed to be this hopeless end-all battle, but then the boss before it, Gidehim, was just a bastard. And then I verse Gidehim, I kick his ass, and then I verse Demise and kick his ass within like 4 or 5 minutes. It's just like, ah. Perilous battles are perilous, but it all depends on the users. But, I mean, what more can I say? The Zelda series, an adventure series, manga series, it just appeals to me because I love adventures. And I don't know, Minecraft is an adventure all on its own. It's the adventure to see what can you make? What is this world you will make? And just crazy stuff. But, I mean, it's fun. You can build, you can adventure, you can party. I mean, you have crazy maps, which I probably will be doing after my current series. I need to do an adventure map. I need to do, like, Legendary or something like that. Something that appeals to me. But, I think I talked enough. Thank you all for watching. And rate, comment, subscribe, because blah-de-blah-de-blah. I am a tool, whatever. Just comment down below, and thank you all for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time. And stuff. Bye.